Yo, what's up? I just got finished watching the video, and it was pretty good. But I'm living in Japan, so I don't know what's really going on in States. I haven't been here as far as trying to date black women and stuff. Got a lot of black women I see out here. I do talk to them all when I meet them, and some of them nice, you know. I mean, they ain't looking like they trying to do anything, but they nice. You know. Some got their Japanese boyfriends, some just here. You know, it's all cool. But you guys want to check out Empires of West Africa. Um, how can I say that? Um, Google it or Yahoo it. Hello, Google it. And what you're gonna read though? If you keep reading, you're gonna find this part in there where it says how the women, black women, used to go to war with the men, and said that they used to be more vicious than the men, and um, uh, and when the black woman would get angry, that some of the men, instead of enduring her wrath, would actually go and kill themselves. Okay, so I think what's probably going on is probably nothing more than what's the natural, like you said, role of a black should be, but it could be what a black woman has always been doing. Um, a fact of the matter is, even though men are stronger than women, regardless of the color, that women are seem to be emotionally stronger than men. I don't know if it's because we got them two testicles between our legs and we gotta relieve that pressure or whatever. I have no idea. But I'm living in Japan. And I'm gonna tell you, these Japanese women, they just running all over these men, and these I feel sorry for them. I mean, you think you guys got problems out there? Y'all problems are nothing compared to these Japanese men out here. I mean, it's a trip. These guys that have babies by these women, like two babies, and they won't let them touch them ever again, and they out dating other people and stuff. You know, a lot of these foreign guys come over here marrying these girls and thinking things is cool, and they girls are out messing around with other people and stuff. You know, so I think maybe what we probably what needs to be done is that more history of the black woman should be read and stuff like that. Um, yeah, that's what I think. And but then I got other videos on this subject too. You know, basically, if a woman is strong and she got to bring in all the money, she want to lift some weights, let her lift the weights, man. It's okay. You know, you get over there, you lift your weights, she lift her weights. You know, it's a lot of people out here in Japan. I know this one lady, her husband makes 100,000 a month. She makes 50,000 a month. You know, he don't tell her what to do. Now, I know she tell him what to do. You know, they living in a $1.5 million home, and I met her. We was talking and stuff. And these women, they just strong like that. And you say there's a role for a black woman. I think that's something that maybe a white man pushed on his women or whatever. But I don't think there's a role for a woman or there's a role for a guy or whatever. I think the role is that we all have is responsibility, and the responsibility isn't always what we think it is. It's what it's supposed to be at that time, and it can always change. As far as my relationships are going and stuff, sure, I don't really care about a girl to be submissive and all that stuff, and maybe sometimes I do. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But one thing I do know is I don't trust a woman to um, to do exactly what I want them to do. You know what I'm saying? I don't. Please wait. Okay, wait. Please wait. And I don't have them to trust to do what I want them to do or nothing like that. You know, I my trust in the woman is this: I find out what they are, and my trust is this: I'm gonna trust them to do exactly what they're gonna do, whenever they're gonna do, when they want to do it, how they want to do it, with who they want to do, where, why, and whatever, whatever, whatever. And that's the trust. So that's no pressure on me. So like, if I have a girl, she go out or whatever, uh, I'm thinking like, hey, is she gonna be with some other guy? Well, I trust that she gonna do what she gonna do at whatever that moment in time is. And if any problems come up, then she gotta handle that. You know what I'm saying? Because she got herself in that, and I ain't gotta necessarily go out there and help or whatever. Because if sometimes you can get an ignorant woman, or I wouldn't say a woman, but ignorant guy, or ignorant male, or ignorant female. And both of y'all doing stupid things, and the other one coming in to help and stuff. But maybe you don't have to necessarily be able to help. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't saying don't help, but the problems that I see that's going on I hear it's going to states, it's kind of severe and stuff. But maybe you should, like I always say in all my videos, the problem with the black man in America is we try to grow new roots from America, but we can't. A branch can't grow new roots, unless you got a lot of nourishment and all that stuff. And we're not getting that in the United States. We got to go back. Right before slavery and during slavery, we were running things in Africa and Spain and all of that stuff. Why the English that were poor, struggling. And the reason they went on these discoveries was to rob, steal, kill, and destroy, because they couldn't make their own. They couldn't make their own wealth. And then they got a hold of them guns and the weapons, and that's the only thing that's keeping them in power now. If they didn't have no weapons and stuff, nobody wouldn't listen to them. They isolate them again, like they used to be isolated, because they're nothing but troublemakers. And I'm not saying all of them, but mostly the Western Christian men and their warped sense of religion and stuff like that, And all this stuff I'm saying, you can read The Tolerance of Islam by Marmaduke. Just look at Marmaduke, The Tolerance of Islam, and all that stuff. And you start reading all that stuff. Even that white guy that traveled around, McClellan or whatever his name, he died a Muslim. All them people weren't Christians. Even they talk about Saint Augustus, or was it not Augustus? I think it was him. One of them guys back in the 300 ADs or something like that. I think it was Augustus. I'm not sure. I can't remember his name. But they Christianized him after he died. And this dude hated Christians, and they Christianed him after he died. So people are doing, them white Christians, they just doing some warped stuff, some fucked up stuff. And then they put it in everybody else's head. As far as me, I'm not a Christian, I ain't saying I'm a Muslim or anything, but from what I read back in the old days of being a Muslim, it's a whole hell of a lot better than what Christianity is. And Christianity ain't even come close to what Muslim stuff used to be. But all I'm just saying is that maybe these women need to be that strong, and the history says that they always have been that strong, And they used to go to universities in Islam. Under Islam, they went to universities, studied with men in Africa and stuff. They ruled and everything. I mean, you can't get a woman that's going to be a ruler and then be submissive to her husband that's not a ruler. They had decisive roles, and they've done decisive things. And sure, you're going to have the jealousies from men, like they're going to have jealousy from men like they're going to have jealousy from women. It's going to be like that. But if you want to fix the problem in the United States and stuff, it's not so much that they need to put themselves in a position to be wanted. We need to put ourselves in a position to be wanted from our women, And that's just the way it is, because right now our position in the United States is fucked. Okay, it's fucked. Go around the world, it's messed up. I live in Japan, man, and I'm telling you, you get a whole different feeling. I mean, just imagine these Japanese people wake up, they walk out, it's a Japanese this, Japanese that, Japanese this. We walk outside, it's white. We can't even control nothing, And everyone that's in America is subjected to that, So I think the problem is not so much that they should be submissive, which I don't think they shouldn't be, that they should be, because history says other things. But I think we need to step up ourselves and be more attractive. We do things to attract the women to us, because there's billions of women around the world, and American blacks are not the only ones.